6:19. Welcome back. Live shot there from Century Plaza Hotel and Spa, and it is the band that doesn't sleep. 14 million albums sold worldwide. We're talking about the Barenaked Ladies, the pride of the nation. There's Jim and Ed joining us right now from Toronto. Didn't sleep all night long, working hard for the music. Silverball out next week. First off, boys, congratulations. And how does it feel to have a new album in the works here?
No, first off, Riaz, you know very well you are the pride of the nation, not Barenaked Ladies.
Always.
But thank you for saying that.
Always
it's an honor.
You know what? It's an honor to kind of sit back and look at what you guys have been able to accomplish. And I know pinball, the power of pros here, the pinball machine at the forefront, poetry in motion here. Talk about how a pinball machine can represent a relationship. We're looking at the cover art for Silverball. Ed, what's the story behind this new album?
Well, I'm a total pinball geek and collector. I work on my own machines at home. But for me, it was cool to think of pinball as a metaphor for a relationship. You push someone's buttons, you light them up, you try to get the double play field lit, if you know what I'm saying, Riaz. Go for the
Extra
special.
point score. Yep, I'm with you.
Light it up, free game.
Tilt.
You don't want to tilt it. You
Can't be tilting the machine. Hey, Jim, you know, when I was looking at the behind the scenes, and there's some great pieces of the making of the album, Ed really talks about this was a process that was devoid of stress. Can you comment on this? Was Ed very chill making this album? What did you notice in the studio here?
Well, Ed came to the table with some great tunes and sort of inspired Kevin and I to work up some tunes at the very last minute. But I mean, that was sort of a force that was really great, sort of a wave to ride. And when we got into the studio, it was, you know, I was with the guys I've been with for 26 years. So that experience of being together and that sort of intuition that we have together really took those new songs and sort of, you know, it's a really buoyant process. And working with Gavin Brown, who, you know, we did our last record with him. He has this sort of way of just keeping it rolling, you know.
We were so familiar with him, we were able to just hit the ground running and get a ton of work done really fast.
Well, it's pretty impressive to say 26 years, and I mean, you guys have had successful albums. You've got Big Bang Theory money with the theme song. You got your own ice cream with Ben & Jerry's. What is it that allows you to come to the studio and still love the essence of making music? What is that thrill now, so many years later?
Well, it's perspective is a huge part of it, Riaz. It's, you know, there were time periods, there were years where, you know, I felt like, oh, I got to go on tour, I got to go to this award show, I got to go do this thing. And now I truly feel like I get to go on tour. I get to go make a new record. I get to go do this thing that I love to do. Frankly, I would pay to play at Red Rocks, but we're playing there this summer. You know, it's pretty remarkable. We can actually use the word century reasonably with relation to the band. It's over a quarter of a century now.
And not one gray hair on the head. It is so impressive, Jim. What's the thrill?
Yeah, not one. 30,000.
Just for men. Color that up, Ed. You'll be good. Jim, what about you, man? I mean, when you look at the brotherhood with the group and the bond that you guys have, what is the biggest reward now when you get to say, hey, we're putting out a new album next week?
I think that's it, is, you know, it's celebrating the process and the fact that we, you know, as a band, we look forward to going on tour. We look forward to playing for our fans. And I feel really lucky to have a career, you know, being a musician. And
you know, we just passed our 25th anniversary, and there was a lot of discussion of, well, what do we do? Do we do a big retro box set about the whole career of the band? And the four of us said, let's just make another record. Like, that's the best way to celebrate 25 years in a band, is have a great 26th and 27th year. So
just like Rush.
Just like Rush. We're a lot like Rush.
Oh, we have live a cappella in this interview. And hey, listen, you're going to be on tour. We've got some American dates this summer and then Canadian tour dates. How do you choose the set? I mean, you talk about it being, you know, all about the fans. Are the fans going to have input into the song list? How do you keep it fresh every single tour date come this fall?
Well, I mean, the last couple tours we've been playing tons of new material, but we always play all the hits from our whole career. I mean, it's actually, you know, I think a lot of artists think, oh God, I never want to play that song again. I'm like, that song's awesome because it was a huge hit and it's an easy way to rally the audience. And, you know, we use those as energy moments throughout the set. And, you know, I love our new record. I love our new material. But I also love the 25 years of music we did before that. We were in the band the whole time. You know, we were making that music.
I was there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a great brotherhood to see. I think it's a fitting movement at the end to just see you guys kind of maybe hug it out. It's a brotherhood that is Barenaked Ladies. You can go ahead and have that moment,
It is.
gentlemen.
Jim and I go back to high school,
That is awesome.
which is, what, 43 years
Yeah,
ago
it's
now
about
for us,
50,
high school?
45 years.
55 years. I'm only
65.
44, but I look pretty good for 56.
70.
Amazing. We need to do a beauty segment next time you're on, Ed, and talk about the secrets right there. Silverball out
We just
in...
left a little gray, just a little gray.
Yeah, just a touch of gray.
You own
Hey,
that,
Riaz,
Yes.
2 minutes for looking so good.
Oh, I'll take that penalty. I'm in the box here. Silverball out in stores next week. Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.